well-optimized games. So let me show you the video settings I'm running. So on graphics, as you can see, I've reached a little over half of the video memory out of the AMD Pro 460, which, by the way, I hate AMD in general. I wish they would have used NVIDIA, but resolution 1920 by 1200, DirectX installed, and pretty much some nice effects. I've got anti-aliasing and vertical sync enabled as well. So these are the settings, and I'm getting a stable 30 frames per second in game, and I absolutely think it's playable. It's very smooth. You can kill your enemies and those beasts of cops in style with 30 frames per second. Oh shoot, no, don't blow up on me. Alright, so let's shoot some infidels. Die. I forgot how much fun this game is. I actually stood in line when Grand Theft Auto came out for the PS3. It was a really fun experience. The launch party or whatever. Got free Jimmy John's. No. Alright, so as you guys can see, Grand Theft Auto 5 runs. I'm going to do a couple scenes, just play a little bit, show you different environments, and it's still pretty stable in all of them. Вот, новая тачка, нравится вам или нет? Это Lamborghini Value Brand, Walmart, Sam's Club. But does the job. Imagine some guy in a Lamborghini gunning down pedestrians in downtown. So as you can see, with a faster moving car, frame rate is pretty steady. Сволочь. Достоин ты этого. Frame rate is pretty dang okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it's amazing. 60 is my optimal frames per second if I were to game on a computer, but 30 is definitely playable. This is what you would see on a console for most games. And it looks like a Lada or Volvo. This is my land. This is my land. Приехали сюда на халяву только. Я вам покажу. Where the heck are the police? What is this, Detroit? Oh, there you are. Just got my new G-Class. I'm ballin'. Let's see if we can get away from those cops. Boom! Man, I could do this all day, seriously, just messing around, never even getting to the story. Can't even imagine what Grand Theft Auto 6 will be like. A really fun game to play, and it's good to know you can do it pretty well on the MacBook Pro. So 1920 by 1200 resolution is more than enough. I mean, not more than enough, but it's adequate. This definitely runs much better than Mafia 3 at the same resolution and settings. So a little bit more of a well-optimized game. You can see instant results that it is better. Вот собаки лопнули колеса. Alright, time to die. Oh my goodness, when citizens take justice into their own hands. Big rig. Okay, let's move on to the next game. Alright, so in Battlefield 1, what we're looking at is auto recommends medium settings for everything. So that's medium settings. 1920 by 1200 resolution for the video, and with video sync on, or vertical sync on. So looking like pretty basic low to medium settings. Let's see how it runs. This is the first mission here. I've never actually even played this. Alright, so you've got 50 frames per second. Wow. That's kind of crazy. 56. Die. Wow, I'm a little impressed here. And it actually looks pretty good. I don't know how well optimized this game is, but come on. Die. What am I doing? Why am I in the middle? War doesn't make sense. I want to get out of here. Please. No. Okay, what are we in right now? We're holding the outpost. Alright, let's try and bump the settings up a little bit. Let's go to high settings and the same resolution. So we're down to 40 frames per second. Oh, so 40 frames per second in high, 1920 by 1200. Not bad. There's There's no way guns were this fast back in the day. And I just died. 40 frames per second. So now 2560 by 1600 in high video settings, getting about 25 frames per second. Definitely more stuttering. Do they on purpose make this game as disorienting as possible to replicate the World War I? Because it is so hard to understand what's going on. In case you're wondering why I'm not right-clicking, because I'm using an Apple Magic Mouse, and you can't right-click and shoot at the same time. It's just impossible. So not bad. Higher than 1920 resolution, getting a solid 30 frames per second. So Battlefield 1 gets a thumbs up of approval. So next up, only the best game ever, Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. In my book, this is the ultimate game, period. I have never been so immersed in any video game, and I played on a PlayStation 4. If I could do it all over again, I would start on a PC, that's for sure. I've got it to a point where it's very playable, around 30 frames per second. So in graphics, we're again at 1920 by 1200. We've got full screen enabled, video sync is off, and these are on low to medium settings. So pretty much medium if you were to click it right here. And if you guys have never played this game, do yourselves a favor, please play this. 30 frames per second with heavy foliage and stuff. All right, let's go check out. I've actually never played this on PC, so it's a little bit disorienting. I'm not really used to it. Let's destroy this nest. Oh, shoot. Get over here, you beast. I will tame you. Okay. Die, I got places to be, Gwent to play. Seriously, the only reason to play this game is for the Gwent. Not really, but my favorite part, one of them, besides the spelunking, exploring of caverns. What is going on? It's getting a very steady frame rate here. The only thing is the draw distance is very poor. I remember playing on PlayStation, you can see pretty far up ahead. Here on this PC version in medium settings, you don't really get that detail, which if you're playing a game like this, you want to be as immersed as possible, and you don't really get that with this. So what do we got here? Another monster den. Yeah, that's way too advanced. I'm out. Not about to die for some neckers. Goddamn neckers. Oh shoot, I thought you had bounds. Why are you still following me? Fine, you guys are gonna get it. Oh no! Gotta start over now. Alright, so what I actually want to do is test out the limits, see what kind of frame rate we get in high. So this is ultra. Ooh, 20 frames per second. This is a little torture. You can start to see all the motion blur. It's a lot worse, more apparent. Oh. Okay, obviously not an ultra. Let's try high. High settings enabled. Let's see what we got here. Oh wow, 30 frames per second, 28. That is definitely playable, but then again, remember, we're still on 1920 by 1200 resolution. Okay, not bad. The blur is still there. It's not a smooth 26 frames per second. Damn kids, get off my lawn! What did I tell you, boy? Literally, boy. Timmy, come here, boy. You know what you did wrong? Whip you too, you can't see. So 24, okay, I can't take this. 24, you get a little blur. It's with a lot of big objects in the background. It's not very good, so I'm going to change it back to medium graphics. What if we bump the resolution up 2048 by 1536 in medium? Okay, that's 26 again, still pretty bad, and it's kind of squished resolution. I'm not liking this. Alright, so I'd say The Witcher 3 is very playable on the AMD Pro 460. This doesn't speak for the 450 or 455. This is the maxed out version, remember that. So on medium settings, 1920 by 1200, I get a steady 30 frames per second. If you guys have computers, if you have Witcher 3 installed, put it in this setting and tell me what kind of frames per second you guys get. I'm really curious, and your setup. So leave that down below so I can get a little comparison here, but obviously this is probably not that great for the price tag.